All right, shalom, shalom.
Shalom, shalom.
We the Hebrew Israelites coming to you week in and week out. The prophesy the downfall of this wicked kingdom on which you know to be America, and to wake up you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, and to let you know you God's chosen people according to the Bible, and that America is going to be destroyed via thermonuclear missiles. But before all that, we want to give all honor and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Hashem, Rakah Kadash.
And double honor to the apostles and elders which are a great millstone. And peace and blessings to the sincere occupants pushing this truth and sincerity. And to those who pick the videos throughout the week to feed the sheep.
Shalom.
I'm Aqua, this is Brother Malachi. And we're going to get right into it. This is the book of Matthew 4:1. Then was Yahweh Shai led up of the spirit into the wilderness to be tempted of the devil. And spiritually, this you can look at this as the men of the Lord crossing that threshold that come into the truth, because we understand, because Yahweh Shai said when you come into this truth, you got to be prepared to be tempted. Okay, when you go into the word tempted, it goes into tested, and we are tested many ways through our women, our children, our neighbors, our so-called family, jobs, sickness, our health. Okay. Shalom, man.
Shalom.
So we're tested in all kinds of ways. Okay. And this happens when we come into the truth. So we willfully cross the threshold and to be tested. Well, me personally, when I came into the truth, I didn't know anything about if you stop, you die. I didn't know anything about spiritual powers. I didn't know anything about getting the crown from Yahweh Shai. I didn't know anything about, I really just on the strength, when I came into it, it was just, I found out it was the truth. And I'm like, it was just so beautiful to me. I'm like, you know what, this is the truth. And my people are destroyed. I got to give this back to them. It's not right that I should just be cool, because I was never the type of dude like, you know what, I'm good, fuck everybody. I was the type, you know, if I'm making it, the whole team eating. If I'm eating, the whole team eating. That's the type of dude I was. So as soon as I got this, obviously the first thing I did was I wanted to get all the knowledge I could. And then secondly, after I felt like I got it to a certain level, I was like, all right, it's time for me to give this back now. Everybody else got to get this. What about you, bro?
And that goes into our talents, you know. Yahweh Shai blessed us with these talents to understand this. You know, he woke us up to this truth, you know. So it's our duty, it's our job to give it back to those who have, you know, ears to hear and eyes to see. You know what I mean? So, you know, like the brother McQuad just said, when I came into this truth, it was so beautiful and it resonated with me to the point where it's just like, there's no going back. You know what I mean? And all you want to do is give it to your, you know, you go through that period where you want to give it to your family, you know, you want to tell your mom, you know, your cousins, your uncles, you know, this and that. But after a while, you understand that everyone's not going to get it. But with that fire that's lit inside you, that Yahweh Shai has now ignited in you, it's still your job to, you know, wake up those who the Most High wants to be, you know, awakened, you know. So that's a part of our duty. And we understand that, you know, with this, we're like, you know, like the brother just said, we're going to be tempted, you know, in our everyday lives. You know, you're going to have certain situations that Yahweh Shai going to put you in just to see, you know, if you have that integrity. But the men of the Lord, you know, they're gonna you know, fight and win those battles, you know, so to speak, because, you know, the world is still given into the hands of the wicked. So, you know, you still gonna have these demonic spirits around here, you know, tempting you and trying you at every turn. So we just stay faithful and do what we gotta do.
Kind of. This is verse 2. And when he had fasted 40 days and 40 nights, and he was afterwards and hungered. And when the tempter came to him, he said, if thou be the son of Yahweh Shai, of Yahweh, command these stones be made bread. But he answered and said, it is written, man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of Yahweh. And you got our people that when we proclaim to be the men of the Lord, when we proclaim that who we are, what do they say? They say, oh well, if you are blessed, this and the third, why you not rich? Why you don't have all these certain things? I'm looking at Joel Holstein, he's rich. TD Snakes, they're rich. I'm looking at Kanye West, he's rich, right? All these so-called pastors, they're so-called rich. Where's your bread at? And like Yahushua said, a man is not going to live by bread alone. Okay? And Yahushua Shemi Shah is not going to give us, he's not going to make a man of the Lord rich. Okay? Because you know how Jake is. If Jake get rich, Jake is gone.
He's done.
He's gone. Now he'll give him, that's why, matter of fact, I'm going to get this. This is Proverbs chapter 11:1. A false balance is an abomination to Yahweh, but a just weight is a delight. So that's what Yahweh Shemi Shah deals with. If he loves you, he's going to give you ups with the downs. Okay? If he loves you, he's not just going to give you a complete down. He's not going to completely destroy you. And if he loves you, he's not going to completely have you out here rich either. Okay? It's going to be a balance to it. If he loves you, it's going to be a balance to it. It says, and the people of this world, they can't accept that.
Right.
Either way, you lost your job, you still praising God. You got to stand out here in the cold for hours and you still praise God. You might even die for him and you still praising God. What? See, our people, because we tell people like, yo, even if you do everything you're supposed to do with a chance, you can die in this. And Jacob shovel. And it's not even guaranteed you're going to even be the elect. And people like, you're going to do something like that and it's not even guaranteed. You're crazy. Our people, they can't see. They want guarantees. You're not getting no guarantees in this. Okay?
And that's why, ultimately, that's why faith was a gift from Yahushua.
It says, then the devil taketh him up into the holy city and setteth him on a pinnacle. And set him on the pinnacle of the temple. And he said unto him, if thou be the son of Yahweh, cast thyself down. For it is written, he shall give his angels charge concerning thee. And in their hands they shall bear thee up, lest at any time thou shalt dash thy foot against the stones. And again, that's our people. That's people saying, man, you son of God, why you not out here killing the cops, man? You God protecting you, right? Why you not worried about, why you not doing this, that, and the third? Or why you worried about, why you got to be harmless as a dove? Why you got to be harmless as a sheep? If God is going to protect you, if you got faith, then won't you do this, that, and the third? Okay, because like Yahushua said, we got to be a sheep. And Yahushua said he's going to raise up who he's going to raise up in that day. Everything that Yahushua was tempted with right here is everything as the men of the Lord are tempted with today. Every single thing. It says, Yahushua said unto him, it is written, thou shalt not tempt the Lord thy power. And that's exactly what we tell people. Because we don't tempt Yahweh Shemi Shah. You can't say, man, I know this is a bad neighborhood. People dying every day. People getting shot every way. Right? I'm just going to go through here. I know God got me. Bro, you a dickhead. Yahweh Shemi Shah is not going to protect you on some nut ass shit where you put yourself purposely in danger saying, oh, he got me. No. He's going to protect you if you end up in a situation that you didn't purposely put yourself into. Like, you're not going to go into a police station waving a gun around and be like, Yahweh got me. No, you a dickhead and you going to die. Okay? Now,
well, just to add to your point, that's why we move, wise as serpents but harmless as doves, man. The scriptures command us to think like that. You know what I mean? You got to use the world, but we understand that we have to be in this world, but we got to use the world, for what we need, so to speak. But we not going to abuse the world. You know what I mean?
And you got people in the truth, they like to abuse the world. Like, I'm just confused on how can you live your best life when we're supposed to be prophesying against this place. We're supposed to hate this place. Are you a liar? Are you a fucking liar? You gotta be lying. If you say you hate this place, why are you gonna go out of your way on your free time to be a part of this place? Like, yo, bro, if I call you up, bro, you trying to go to this, you trying to go see this Baltimore game with me, bro? What's up? You coming through?
Right. I'm good.
Bro, I'm looking at you sideways like, what are you talking about?
Yeah,
I'm like, no, why are you even going? What are you talking about?
Like I think I said in the previous video, a lot of the times, you know, speaking personally, if I would, like when I do anything outside the truth, actually I don't feel guilty, but it's more so, I want to be focused, you know what I mean? I don't want to do something, I'm like, okay, that wasn't too bad. And then now, that downwards, you know, spiral of, oh, okay, now I'm going out here.
Not too bad.
Right, that's not too bad, not too bad. Next thing you know, you don't care about doing videos, you don't care about, you know, feeding the sheep. That's what I'm afraid of. That's why.
You want to hear something crazy? It's funny you said that, because when I woke up this morning, I was thinking about the dream I had. I'm thinking like, yo, Satan, he don't gotta completely take you away. All he gotta do is slowly chip at you, and then just slowly chip
until that moment you looking and you like, damn, I don't even put up videos no more. Damn, I don't even pray no more. I don't even think about Yahweh Shemi Yahushai no more. Next thing you know, guess what? You out the truth and didn't even realize it. You know,
because people think that fall is gonna come in a snap.
Right.
It's not going like Thanos. It's gonna be a snap. You out of here. No, like you said, bro. He gonna slowly make you do something. Like, wasn't that bad?
Right.
And it's like, wasn't that bad?
Yep.
It's like drugs.
I was about to say,
wasn't that bad?
Right. And then
Let's try. Let's try. You go from weed to heroin.
Con.
Gateway sins.
Right.
Gateway sins.
Con.
That wasn't so bad.
Yep.
This wasn't so bad.
And Satan, he loves that. He wants to chisel at you. You know, he wants to show you how about Shemi Yahushai. Like, look, I thought this was a man of the Lord. He going off. You know.
Okay, let me get that real quick. Yeah, people think it's just gonna be a Thanos snap, and they got the truth. No.
Right. And that's what Satan tried to do to Job. You know. Of course, it was through Yahweh Shemi Yahushai, but Satan was trying everything to take Job out the truth and make him curse the Most High, man.
I got this right. This is Job 2:1. Again, there was a day when the sons of Yahweh came to present themselves before Yahweh, and Satan came also among them to present himself before Yahweh. And Yahweh said unto Satan, from whence comest thou? And Satan answered Yahweh and said, from going to and fro in the earth, and from walking up and down in it. And Yahweh said unto Satan, hast thou considered my servant Job, that there is none like him in the earth, a perfect and upright man, one that feareth Yahweh and escheweth evil. And still he holding fast his integrity, although thou movest me against him to destroy him without cause. And Satan answered Yahweh and said, skin for skin, ye, all that a man have he will give for his life. But put forth thy hand now, and touch his bone and his flesh, and he will curse thee to thy face. And Yahweh said unto Satan, behold, he is in thy hand, but save his life. So like the brother said, Satan is up here playing games. So Yahweh was like, he basically put the green light. He basically gave the green light to Satan to test Job, and ultimately to test all his men now.
Right.
To test all his men to see who they are.
Right.
See who they are, who they say they are. And that's exactly what's playing out here today.
Exactly.
Satan don't gotta come at you with violence. Like me, I'm like in the truth, I did boxing and MMA, and like there's a lot of people that I would talk to, and they would be like, you know what? I'm scared to come on the highways. I don't want people to try to fight me, this, that, and the third. So I'm thinking in my mind, man, I ain't worried about nobody fighting me. I got the hands on 100. I ain't worried about none of that. So Satan, he doesn't have to come at you in ways that's your strong suit. He's gonna come at the ways that you're weak at. He ain't gonna come on the front door. He coming through the back door. He climbing in the windows. He trying to pick your lock. He ain't gotta come in through the front door. Okay? He don't gotta come in through the front door. He can come where you weak at.
And that's ultimately why, you know, another thing we try to say, to remain in the spirit as much as possible, because us, you know, being in the spirit of Yahweh Shemi Yahushai, that actually it builds a hedge of protection around you. You know what I'm saying? Because if you get lax, or you get, you know, complacent to where, you know, you do the work, but then you go and you do the, you know, you're in the world, you know, Monday through Friday or whatever, Satan, he gonna attack you, man, and he gonna use those moments where your mind is not focused. Exactly, he gonna chip away at you. When your mind's not focused on Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, when you think, oh, let me just rest right now or whatever, that's when he gonna use that time to chip at you. And like we said, before you know, you looking up and you're not even in the truth no more. You don't even care. You know what I mean? Somebody says Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, now you're like, oh my gosh, this again. You know what I mean? Or you may say, oh, we got time. We got like 5-10 years, man. I ain't, I'll get in the truth. I'll come back in the truth when, stuff really starts to happen. So you gotta remain in the spirit, man. That's why, and I say this first and foremost to myself because, I'm young in this truth, but I see how Satan works, man. If you're not in that spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, you trying to stay focused on, prophecies, you standing on your watchtower, you looking at certain things. If you're not in that spirit, man, you're going to get caught up. And Satan, you can't contend with that. If you don't have the protection of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, you can't contend with Satan, man.
Bro, he got too much weapons out here.
And that's why everybody destroyed for the most part. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai said if he didn't have his elect, okay, everybody be destroyed. The whole planet, man.
You think about Sodom and Gomorrah too.
Man,
if it was just one guy over there that was my man, I wouldn't destroy it.
But I only got one person. Okay, so if it wasn't for the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, we'd all be fucked. We'd all be screwed. Nobody would care about the Most High. No one would even praise His name. So Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai would be looking down at us right now like, fuck this. I'm about to shake this whole earth up, man. Right, exactly. Like, no, I don't have one person on the earth. One? Fuck it.
Nobody riding for
it? Nobody riding. Like, come on, man. So, the elect, they're ultimately going to make it regardless because Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, He sanctioned that. Since the beginning. But we don't know who that is. So, to try to make sure our election is sure, we just try to stay in the spirit as much as possible,
And in fact, I'm gonna grab this real quick. This is 2 Peter's. This is probably my favorite scripture now. Second Peter's 3:14. Wherefore, beloved, seeing that ye look for such things, be diligent that ye may be found of Him in peace, without spot and blameless.
Right.
So that's how you're going to get salvation. And when you go into that word diligent, it goes into studying and laboring.
Right.
Consistently. So you're going to constantly be studying or laboring. I mean, when you look up that actual Greek word for diligent, when you go down to the bottom, it tells you labor and studying. And it's talking about diligent. You got to constantly be doing this.
Right.
Okay? If you're trying to lose weight, you're not going to work out one time a week. You're not going to just diet one day and work out one day. Slack off for the rest of the 6 days.
Right.
Bro, you
never find results.
You're wasting your time.
Right.
You're wasting time. You got to diligently be dedicated to it. Anything you want to get, okay, if you're an Israelite, anything you want to get in this world, you got to dedicate yourself to.
Right.
Because I ain't going to say anything in the world you got to, because when you got that white privilege, or when you got that elite privilege,
right.
It's a whole other ballgame. Right. Grind? Right. I never had to grind in my life.
Grind? What are you talking about?
I got white privilege.
My granddad he owned oil field.
You nigger.
And we have a slave plantation, so.
It says, Matthew 4:8. Again, the devil taketh him up into an exceedingly high mountain, and showeth him all the kingdoms of the world, and the glory of them. And he said unto him, all these things will I give thee, if thou wilt fall down and worship me.
That's right. So, Salakia, I was actually meditating on this verse yesterday, and what Satan did was he basically showed Yahweh Shai, like, listen, you worship me, you gonna have everything. Now, when you apply that to basically today, what jakes basically are worshipped on this planet and quote unquote have everything? Your celebrities. Okay? So Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, when Satan came to him, he basically told him, like, look, you're gonna be a celebrity, you know? You're gonna own everything. All you gotta do is worship me. You gotta follow me, you know? So us understanding that we don't care about this world, you know? We don't want to be a symbol for this world. We don't want people to think that they got hope in this world, because we understand that that's bullshit, and that's ultimately what we don't want. Okay, we understand that our kingdom's gonna come through the downfall of Esau's kingdom. Okay, so we're not going to try to be esteemed here. We don't care about pleasing man. We want to please Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Okay, and Yahweh Shai being the person that being that son of Yahweh, he knew he had a mission. So he knew no one or nothing could deter him from his mission. And that's the same thing with the prophets. You know, we got a mission. Our mission is to make it into the kingdom. So we got to do whatever whatever is required of us to get there, man. You know,
that 150 Cent song, I gotta make it to heaven. I'm going to hell. I gotta make it to heaven. I'm going to hell.
Exactly, and that's ultimately how we feel. You know, and on another note, when you think about something that you said, when you want anything in this world, you basically have to sacrifice it, right? Or you have to make sacrifices for it to manifest. How much more for the kingdom of heaven, okay? For those prophets or those men who understand this word and what's given into the elect, how much more do you have to sacrifice? So we understand that, listen, if people in the world to get $1 million or to get a record deal, they got to make all these sacrifices and that. That's what they want.
They got to sacrifice their babies.
Right.
Some got to get rich.
So they want to do all this for worldly pleasures. How much more for the men of the Lord? We're sacrificing ourselves completely, in the sense of everything. We're not just some
our dreams, aspirations.
We're not just some bums who just go home and go in a corner and just open our Bible and just say, I hate everything in the world. No. We actually were men who were in the world who could have done something, who could have been something. But we understand that this word and what's actually our birthright means so much more, man.
And you got some jakes, they want to have their cake and eat it too.
Exactly. And that doesn't work. You cannot serve the Most High and then be a part of this world and serve Satan in this world.
They definitely trying.
They trying. Jake will try to get around anything. Jake will try anything. You tell Jake the right way to do things? Nah.
I think when you look in the fine print right here.
Right. I think if I make this turn, I can still get to my destination. No, it doesn't happen like that. It's not going to happen that way. You're going to do things the way he wants you to do it. You're going to suffer the way he wants you to suffer. Okay? Or you're just going to be out. You know?
It says, then Yahweh Shai said, it says Yahweh Shai unto him, get thee hence Satan, for it is written, thou shalt worship Yahweh thy power, and him only shalt thou serve.
That's right. And that actually goes into the world today, because what Satan did, when people basically and I'm talking about Jakes, you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. Say if someone from the hood, they get a record deal. All they're doing is furthering Satan's agenda. So now all their fans and all their followers, they're basically worshiping Satan. Okay, they're putting out that vibration of Esau. They're putting out that vibration of death. Okay, so Yahweh Shai knew, like, no, you're not. I'm not. First off, I'm not doing it. I'm not down with that. Only person that I'm gonna worship is the Father. Okay, which is the actual way it's supposed to go. Man is not supposed to be worshiping what man created. Okay, I'm not supposed to see a Lamborghini and be like, oh my gosh, all the cars. I'm less than over a car. Yeah, exactly.
That's nice, bro.
Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, he created it. Ultimately, everything in the world, everything that you see, this is his idea. Okay. So we're not going to worship the creator. We're going to worship the one the creator, okay? Who sanctioned all of this, man. And that's the difference of a man of the Lord versus a man of the world. He wants to worship man itself, okay? He wants to worship himself.
He want to make it now.
Right. He want to make it now. He want everything now to basically feel like, he's a god, so to speak. And that's
made it.
Yeah, I made it. I did it. Can't nobody tell me shit. I'm I'm a god because I made I manifested my own dreams, my own destiny, which ultimately is not true. You know. So you have to be a living sacrifice in this, man. You have to. That's why if you're a man of the Lord and you're able to, go on 2, 3, 4 trips a year, and your life is just peachy, squeaky clean, you and your wife just get together, get along 365 days out the year, which I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with that. But if your life is to the point where you're not going through any hardships, but you're still in the truth, you might want to look in the mirror, man. You might want to look in the mirror. Because the Most High, he's a man of balance, and I can attest to that. I've had plenty of days to where I'll be up, something will happen, I'm just like, man, woo, everything going good. The next day, I'm going through some shit, and I'm just like, yo, what is going on? And you actually learn through those things to basically be level-headed. Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, he wants us to be level-headed, so that way, when anything comes our way, okay, which is ultimately for Jacob's trouble, we're going to know how to deal with it because we dealt with it, before Jacob's trouble.
This is
And Salakia, if I'm kind of rambling, I hope, hope through the Spirit it's presenting itself, to where it's edifying.
Deuteronomy. This is Deuteronomy 8 and 17. And thou say in thine heart, my power and the might of mine hand have guided me this well. But thou shalt remember Yahweh thy power. For it is he that giveth thee power to get wealth, that he may establish his covenant, which he sware unto thy fathers, as it is this day.
So a lot of our people, they think that it's through their own labor that they get the things that they get. When in all actuality, Yahweh come.
It says, and it shall be, if thou do at all forget Yahweh thy power, and walk after other gods, and serve them, and worship them, I testify against you this day, that ye shall surely perish, as the nations which Yahweh destroy it before your face. So shall ye perish, because ye would not be obedient unto the voice of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. So you actually have our people who actually believe that the things that they acquired, it was through their own might. It was through their hard work. They don't need Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Everything they got it through their own might. It's because they went to college, they got this, or because they went to this trade school, they got this. I got this with my own power. Or I worked hard to get this. Nobody gave me this. Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, he gave everything. And he said, the minute you forget that, he said, you're going to perish.
And that's what ultimately happened to us as a nation, man. Following other gods, getting ahead of ourselves. Jake, like we said, Jake get a little bit of money or Jake get a little bit of stature, and they forget every fucking thing. They forget everybody. They forget, their power. They forget everything. They don't give a shit. Now you can't tell a Jake nothing.
This is Revelation 3:11. Behold, I come quickly. Hold fast which thou hast, that no man take thy crown.
That's right. So Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, he said, listen, what you going through, hold fast. What you got, this knowledge, this understanding, hold fast. Hold on to it. Don't let anyone take you out of this truth, okay? Don't let anyone get you to take your eye off the prize, man. Okay? Because this is actually a precious conversation. This is a precious understanding that we have. So Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, he said, hold fast, man. Just hold fast. We seeing all the prophecies manifest faster than ever now. Okay? We seeing all these things. We seeing the false flags of Esau. Okay? We're seeing the YouTube, the famine come on YouTube. Okay? We're seeing the other nations rise up against one another. So all we gotta do is hold fast. Time is we almost out of here, man. Our fucking enemies is almost dead. They're about to go into captivity. So all we gotta do is hold fast into this word, okay? And fucking you know, try not to please your flesh. And all you gotta do to not please your flesh is to constantly be in the spirit. And you gonna stay in the spirit, truthfully, if you are you fear Yahweh Shem Yahushua, because in the back of your mind, whatever you do, you're gonna be like, bro, I'm not trying to get on Yahushua's bad side.
It's like,
you know?
And even though, but like Yahweh said, we gotta have a balance to it as well. Now, at the same time, we can have a balance, but you gotta have wisdom in that balance.
Right.
You're not gonna say, you know what, I've been in spirit all week, let me go out to the club.
Right.
I've been in spirit all week, let me go knock down somebody's wife.
Right.
my good is outweighing my bad.
Right.
No, bro.
I've been in the spirit for this past year. I ain't been messing with no woman, so let me just go to the strip club, man. See who in here. No, you're not,
bro.
Like he said, you gotta have wisdom in this. This is not a game. This is not a joke. This is not some trend. Okay, this is not some hashtag Hebrew Israelite shit. Okay, this is real life. This is our heritage, and we understand once you come into this now, you come back into this, you can't just do what you want to do. Yahweh, he could take you out like that, man. And in my short time in this truth, I've actually seen stuff like that, to where someone make a video and oh, I don't know about the Hebrew Israelites, or they'll try to mock us, and next thing you know, Yahweh take them out, just like that. Like, this ain't no game.
Matter of fact, look at down here in the city right here we in, it was a shooting over there at Denny's.
God.
And you seen that shit?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the delivery driver came through. He thought he was door dashing. He thought he was going to go pick up a meal. Next thing you know, he was picking up bullets.
Right.
Leading him out in the street.
Right.
And it's funny because we came out here Christmas preaching, and he probably was here with his family because they said he left his wife and two daughters. He probably came out here with his family scoffing on that day.
Mm-hmm.
And Yahweh said, you know what? Remember you was talking shit a couple days ago, nigga?
Mm-hmm.
Off with this nigga head real quick. And the dudes that shot him up, they have not been caught. There's no pictures of them.
Spirit created for vengeance, man. Spirit created for vengeance. Yahweh Shem Yahushua, and it wasn't that a couple years ago, it was a comedian.
Oh yeah, that dickhead.
Yeah, he did a little
Harris
skit.
something.
He did a little skit on us, on the Israelites, and next thing you know, the Most High took him out.
Dickhead.
Dumbass, come on now. The Most High, his name, they call, in the ancient world, they call him Allah Shaji. He's a demon-like power, man. He nothing to fuck with, man. You don't play around with the Most High power.
Most like people you can fuck with.
Yeah, he ain't one. That's like we say all the time. That's the ultimate mob boss. Like, you're not gonna disrespect him and think you're just gonna be okay. It's not gonna happen. And you're not gonna disrespect his men, okay? That's another thing. You're not just gonna disrespect his men and think that you just gonna, scoff and, say whatever you want to the men, okay? Like today it's raining, you're not just gonna come out here when we come out here in the 40-degree weather while it's raining and then say some bullshit and think you just gonna get away with it, man. Yahweh don't work that way. It might not be today, but trust me, he will get you.
Yeah. 2 Chronicles 36 and 16. But they mocked the messengers of Yahweh and despised his words and misused his prophets until the wrath of Yahweh arose against his people till there was no remedy.
That's right. So the people mocked, they scorned, they said, oh, it's never happening. Your God, what are you talking about? What does he do?
Y'all some bum ass niggas.
Y'all some bum ass niggas, go get some jobs. Okay? Once again, going into that sacrifice. We're sacrificing ourselves for Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. We're sacrificing ourselves to hope that we make it into the kingdom. Okay? But what did Yahushua, what did he ultimately do? He fucking killed everybody, man. Okay? This is like we said, this is a precious gift, man. We could be back in the world right now. It's Sunday. I could be on my way to some bar, getting drunk, okay, talking some nonsense, you know, with a bunch of other demons, talking about, you know, adultery and all this other wicked shit, okay? But Yahweh Shah, he said, no, that's not the plans that I got for you, you know? So it's my duty to make sure that I uphold my end of the deal, man.
This is 1 Peter 5:8. Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour.
And that's 24/7. Satan always trying to devour. Satan always trying to split up. He trying to confuse, man. So you always have to be vigilant. You always have to stay. That's why we say all the time. You have to stand on your watchtower. A watchtower is there so that you see things that are happening, that are coming your way. Okay, so you can wake up your people, you know, to oh shit, you know, to exactly to a warning. So I'm going to sound the alarm. I'm going to sound that trumpet. We doing the same thing. We see prophecy unfolding. Okay. And then in the scripture, we use scripture to basically back it up. Oh shit, Yahweh Shah said that X, Y, and Z is going to happen before he come. You know, these will be the beginning of the end. Oh shit, this is actually happening. So what do? We stand on our watchtower, okay? We click that record button, or we come out here on the weekends and we blow that trumpet to our people, but also to our enemies, to let them know our power is about to fuck shit up, man. You know?
And just like we're watchmen, you gotta understand, like, imagine if you had cops that hung out with crackheads off duty. That's weird. Why are you hanging out with crackheads off duty, and you're supposed to be against the crackheads, right. Against the drug dealers, right. Against the junkies, against the thugs and the criminals, but off clock you hang out with them. Bro, you got the whole thing fucked up. And that's how you look as a man in the Lord, hanging out with 2/3 willingly. I'm gonna call up Big Mike, see if he's trying to hit the club up this week. I'm gonna call up Trey real quick, right. See if he wanna go holler at some bitches.
Right. The club about to let out. I'm about to call my man Ty.
I'm about to hit the bar real quick. What? You about to hit the movies up?
But then the next day, I go and I preach and I prophesy about how, you know,
niggas going down.
I'm about to say about how wicked Jake is. I might as well be a Christian again.
Right.
That's what the fuck they do.
Right.
You know what I mean?
What the fuck? You've been doing the same shit they've been doing the whole week, bro. Right. You hanging out with them, so obviously you ain't got a problem with it.
You only gonna hang with someone if you in agreement.
Right.
So, alright.
Bro, you never gonna catch me hanging out with a dude always trying to commit adultery. Can you imagine, bro? Imagine you on a plantation and a boy's like, yo, man, check that drone out over there. And you like, who? The drone with her man?
Right.
The ones that's kissing her right now?
Right.
Yeah, her ass is fat, bro. You know, yo, she got a man.
Yeah, we like,
you can like, yo, man.
Yeah.
I'm a head up. How you feel like, how you hang out with somebody who always doing that? Like, yo, bro, come here real quick. I'm gonna show you the drone real quick. The drone hanging out with her man again, bro?
Right. Like, what's wrong with you? Like, what's wrong with you? She's clearly taken. It don't matter, dog. Like, man, look, man. I'm gonna holler at you. What your man got to do with me? Right, I'm like, look, I'm gonna holler at you, man.
He call you again, bro. A different drone in town with her man. Yo, you see that drone with the fat ass?
Like,
the drone with her man again?
Right. You can like, you can't do that. you gotta stop.
How long are you going to continue to put up with this person?
Right.
Or you hanging out with him, he's smoking weed, bro. Scoop.
Right.
Bro, what the fuck? I don't hang out with nobody who smoke weed. No adulteress. Right? I'm not by choice hanging out with no 2/3 by choice. Okay? Now, unless there was if my family had called me over and they was like, yo, we about to have this cookout or whatever, and they're not cooking no abominable foods, I'll probably come through. Get a plate. But somebody who's not my family, just a so-called friend. But when I came into this truth, I had a so-called friend. We was friends since high school, so that's probably about 10 years. So I came into the truth Now, I found out we can't hang out with warlocks, and he was a so-called like a Buddhist monk as well. So I'm like, yo, bro, deuces, I can't fuck with you no more because you against what I'm against. I mean, you against what I'm with.
Right.
So we can't be cool no more. He talking about something. So you gonna let God come between us?
You're
I'm
damn
like,
right.
What? Yeah, I can get more friends. Can't get another guy.
Right.
Can't get another guy. But the point is, nobody should tell nobody. You shouldn't willingly want to be around somebody who's against what you're for.
Right.
That's fucking weird, bro. That's weird.
And I was just talking, I think it was last week, of a friend of mine, same story kind of. I've known him since high school, and we're talking, and then he's talking about adultery, you know. And I just told him, I'm like, look, I'ma holler at you. And then from that moment on, I knew I was like, I can't hang with him, you know. I try to tell him, like, look, man, you know, that's kind of wicked, you know. We don't really do that, X, Y, Z.
And that makes you even more mad when they reject this.
Yeah.
You get even more. I get even more pissed.
Right.
Are you trying to get down with this?
Right.
Yo, fuck you, nigga.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, now you're disrespecting me because I'm telling you, like, yo, you're gonna be destroyed if you keep doing this. Nah, I mean, I don't really.
That's your thing.
That's on you. You know, I don't believe in that. All right, cool, dog. Have a good one. Deuces.
Yeah, I don't want to fuck with you no more, bro.
I don't got time.
So how can you willingly hang out with people like this?
Fine.
How do you do it?
Unless that's how you feel.
Yeah,
you got to be a 2/3. That's what I'm saying. Like you said, birds of a feather flock together. So if I'm around a 2/3 and I don't have a problem with it, 9 times out of 10 I'm a 2/3. You know what I'm saying? Like
I'm not hanging out with no transgenders.
Right.
I don't fuck with those niggas.
God.
That shit make me mad just to see them.
Like, I'm about to hang with gay people, but
I ain't gay.
Bro. Huh?
Nah, something ain't right here.
Something's not
ain't
right.
right here.
Something's not right.
I see it like. Matter of fact, even if I'm about to say if your brother was gay, but yo, my son was gay, he gotta go.
I just talked about that. I don't care nobody. My son gay. Deuces, dog.
Yo, you gotta scoot,
gotta
nigga.
go.
And your mom got a problem. She gotta go with you.
Cause
I don't fuck with the gay shit.
It ain't happening.
I ain't fuck with that shit in the world.
Right.
And the truth,
right. Damn,
fuck no.
Cause your ass supposed to be put to death on sight.
Right. You should be dead.
Yeah, it ain't even a thing. I'm not about to. Oh, well, that's my son, and this is. Hey, that's my son.
You want to die with him? All right.
Let him die. That's what you want to do.
Y'all want to die with him? Die with him. This is matter of fact, let me get this first. This is Psalms 94:16. Who will rise up for me against the evildoers, or who will stand up for me against the workers of iniquity?
Right. Yahweh Shah, he asking, Jake, you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, who gonna stand up for me? Okay? And these days that we're in, who's actually gonna stand up for righteousness? Who's actually gonna say transgenders are bad? Who's actually gonna say homosexuality is bad? Who's actually gonna say that Esau, okay, the so-called white man, he's actually been ruling this planet and he's now raining this planet to the ground? Who's gonna say these things? Who's gonna stand up for righteousness, man? Because no one on the planet is doing it. Nobody's doing it.
They be like, oh, he can be gay as long as he don't bring it over here.
It over here. It ain't got nothing to do with me. That's what you think. Because guess what? As long as that man is standing, he can influence someone else. That spirit can go to someone else, You know what I mean? So we don't look at things as a nation. That's how your nation gets weak, man. You know? If I'm a leader of a kingdom and they say, Malachi, such and such, you know, there's a growth in homosexuality within the kingdom. I'm going to say, you know what? Okay, cool. All the homosexuals, kill them. Point blank.
As long as they don't spread it, they're fine.
Right. If they don't spread, no. We're not even going to leave that to chance. It ain't going to be a thing of chance. You're not even going to get the fucking opportunity. And that's how Yahweh Shah, that's why he's about to set this place right. And we say it all the time. Fire is one hell of a cleansing agent, man. Fire will cleanse the shit out of anything.
This is Psalms 48:14. For this Yahweh is our power forever and ever. He will be our God even unto death.
That's right. So Yahweh Shah, he's our power regardless. So you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, your best bet, you're going to have to follow him. He's your God. Forever. Okay? So us having law, statutes, and commandments, guess what? those laws, statutes, and commandments are for us to follow forever.
Done.
You know, we have the blueprint. We just gotta follow the blueprint. But now we've actually been given an opportunity to follow that blueprint. So now that's why we're coming back into this. Okay? Everything else we've now realized, we've now sighed and cried and understood that everything else in this world, all these, false doctrines, false philosophies.
What does it mean to sigh and cry? What does that mean?
You tell the world is basically to bitch and complain, to basically mourn, to basically be upset, to tell your power about the things that are frustrating you.
Now check this out, right? Imagine your son tell you, Dad, man, my friends, they always picking on me, and you be like, all right, I hear you, son. This is what you should do. You turn around again, Dad, my friends, it didn't work. They still picking on me. And then eventually you might go, just stop fucking with them. And they still fucking with him. What you gonna think? If he's still fucking with the Bulls and fucking with him, what you gonna think?
It's time to we gotta do something else. It's time to.
You can't really have a problem being picked on if you still hanging around with them.
If you okay, I gotta see what you mean. Yeah, if you still hanging with them and you haven't separated yourself, then that's on you. Right. That's
You a dickhead.
Right.
So it's like with the men of the Lord of truth.
Right.
How can you be sighing and crying
Right.
if you down with it?
Right. That's
How,
crazy.
bro?
Right.
If you ain't trying to hear that, Yahweh definitely not trying to fucking hear that.
God.
Cause we ain't nothing like him.
Right.
We got earthly sympathy.
Right.
So we can kind of.
He got that.
We got leeway.
Right.
He ain't got no leeway. He killed Yahweh Shai.
Right.
He ain't got no leeway.
God.
He said, He said, you died as Solomon, and I'm gonna bring you back just to die. What you did before. I didn't get you in this life, but I'm gonna bring you back.
Right.
Just to die in this life, and you ain't gonna do nothing wrong in this life, and I'm still gonna smoke.
Exactly.
I'm still gonna smoke you. This is the guy you think is gonna be here. Matter of fact, that'll make you more mad than anything. Yo, stop fucking complaining to me.
Right.
If you still down with that shit.
If you're not gonna do something about it, how the fuck you want me to do something about it?
Right.
Gone.
At that point, it just makes you even more mad that you talking about it, and you ain't actually trying to separate from it.
Right. And it's the exact con. It's the same thing with the
nigga now.
Right, exactly. Con. It's the same thing with the men of the Lord.
So how can you be around that shit?
Right. You naturally are gonna want you naturally are gonna want to not to be around that. You know what I'm saying?
Naturally.
If that's not something that that you do, that you believe in, you're naturally gonna not want to be around it.
Matter of fact, check this out. This is 2 Corinthians 6:17. Wherefore, come out from among them and be ye separate, says Yahweh, and I will touch. It says, and touch not unclean things, and then I will receive you.
Right. So Yahweh Shai, he even said it. He's a separatist. Look, separate yourselves from these fucking wicked people.
Then I'll receive you.
Then I will receive you. Why? Because you're showing me that you actually have faith on me. Okay? You actually put me first. Not the actual people that you have to see constantly, but you actually put me first. So you want to separate, like you said, you want to take that action and separate yourselves from them. All right, cool. Now I'm gonna take it a step further. Now I'm gonna instill my law, statutes, and commandments in there. Okay. Now I'm gonna set you up to where you're a prophet. Now I'm gonna set you up to where you're gonna have a good shot of making it to the kingdom. Okay. Because you showed me that you took those steps that I said. Separate yourselves, okay?
Bro,
and that's what you have to do.
That, bro.
Yeah.
How hard is that?
Because people don't have integrity, man. People can't fucking believe in something and stand on it.
Yo, I'm gonna Google the word integrity.
They don't have have integrity. Like, look, hey Sean, man, we about to go to this club, man. Come, man. We got the whole family. We got your cousins, you see your cousins, this and that. Just come on. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. No, I don't care.
But here it is, integrity. It says the quality of being honest and having strong moral principles.
That's right.
Moral uprightness.
That's right.
The state of being whole and undivided.
That's right. In this world, no one has integrity. No one has integrity enough. They don't have righteous integrity, I should say. they don't have the wherewithal to say, I'm not with that. Everybody nowadays is, well,
don't bring it over
yeah,
here.
don't bring it over here. It's not affecting me. No, if I don't fucking like something, I don't like it. I'm gonna tell you, I don't like it. I don't care about what you do and, well, it ain't affecting me. Motherfucker, don't come around me. You know? I'm not with that. Don't come around me. You know? But now, once again, this one world order, this whole one world hive mentality, everyone has this, well, if that's what you believe in, and that's cool. We all have one planet, so no. The Most High never set it up to be that way, man. And that's why Israel, when we're actually back into the kingdom, it's going to be beautiful, because we actually you're going to have men it's going to be like, we're going to be soldiers, man, like one mindset. You know, we already going to have the word in our inward parts, okay? But to have that integrity, to be around people who are like-minded, to be around people who feel the same way and who are in opposition to the, to the things that you're opposed to, man. That's beautiful, man.
This is Psalms 139 and 21. Do not I hate them, O Yahweh, that hate thee? And am not I grieved with those that rise up against thee?
That's right.
It says, I hate them with a perfect hatred. I count them my enemies.
Woo! Yahweh Shah said, those my enemies. Those that you hate, those my enemies. They can get it. It is what it is. Okay? Yahweh Shah showing, man. You know, you separated yourself out this world, so all your enemies, they gonna be my enemies.
Bro, that's a real rider right there.
That's what I'm saying. So if they
you
got something to say,
a man with somebody you don't like, yo, I thought you was my man. How you fucking with the ball?
Exactly.
I don't fuck with. You know, I don't even know about you.
So Yahweh Shah, he said it. He said, your enemies are mine. So if somebody fuck with you, they gonna have to deal with Yahweh Shah, man.
Hey, bro, they ain't fucking with you, bro. They ain't fucking with me.
They ain't fucking with me.
He said, now they my enemies now.
Right.
So you really down with Yahweh Bashim Shah. Anybody who's not in this truth is your enemy. Especially they're not your family.
Right.
Why? Because we gotta honor our parents.
Right.
Okay. So you're not gonna be like disrespecting your parents.
Right.
Like there's simple. There's ways you can handle that.
Right.
But a person who's not even your family, and you still trying to cling on and fuck with them, for what? For what?
Yahweh Shah said, I'm gonna make it easy. Your enemies, my enemies. Say something. Do something to them. This man said we just read in the last script, precept, who's gonna stand up for Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. So now you got someone that's gonna stand up for him, and Yahweh Shai said it. Like, look, you standing up for me, cool, I got you. Say no more. Your enemies are my enemies. I'm gonna fucking handle them. That's a real, like you said, that's a real ride or die. That's a big brother right there, man. Mm-hmm. That's a real big brother. Like,
you bring big brother to the park, like, yo, which way them niggas
right. I don't care what they said. I don't even gotta know what happened. You got a problem with him? I got a problem.
You ain't gotta tell me nothing.
You ain't gotta tell me shit.
Just point him up.
That's the ultimate big brother right there, man.
Instead of, all right, but what you do to him?
Right.
What?
Right.
What do you mean what I do to him?
Right.
I just told you what he done did to me. Who cares what I did to him?
Right.
Fuck.
Right.
You a bitch or something?
Exactly.
Who you with?
Yahweh Shai said, like, I don't give a fuck. That's your enemy? Say no more. That's your enemy? Say no more. That's my enemy. We're gonna handle it how we gonna handle it. And that's why Yahweh Shai, he coming back with a vengeance, man.
This is Luke 14:26. If any man come to me and hate not his father and mother and wife and children and brethren and sisters, ye and his own life also, he cannot be my disciple.
What did we just? Hey, no lie. What did we just text yesterday?
When?
This place vexes me.
Oh God,
I hate this place. Like we have those conversations in the spirit, and it's beautiful because I know that this brother knows how I feel because he's going through the same thing. Okay, so Yahweh Shai said it. He giving us the blueprint. If you gonna be in the spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, 9 times out of 10. You're going to hate this place.
No, 10 times out of 10.
10 times out of 10. You're going to hate this place, okay? You're going to hate how everything is set up. So, believe it or not, you're going to hate your family, in the sense of like, God damn, this is no order.
Why can't y'all just get right?
Exactly. Like,
don't y'all want to grab this crown?
Exactly. So you're going to hate certain things, like Me and a brother was talking how a lot of even the women that are quote unquote in the truth, they're really not in the truth because all they want to do is go on vacations, okay? They want to have fun, okay? They want to do things. We understand the men of the Lord. We understand that we're on a mission, so we don't got time for that. Our mind is not on. Damn, what's my next vacation for my family? You know, we don't think of that shit. Okay, so it's naturally gonna vex us when we have to think about that, or you have a wife that's, you know, thinking about these type of things. So we're naturally you're gonna be vexed, man, in the spirit. Okay, being here.
I got you right here. 2 Timothy 2:4. No man that warreth entangle himself with the affairs of his life, that he may please him who have chosen him to be a soldier.
Right.
So if you got guys in the army, they're not over there in Afghanistan saying that's a baby, not shooting the baby, or this is an old man, not shooting old man. No, you're gonna do what you got to do to please them that sent you.
Right.
So that's like when you go into Ezekiel the 9th chapter, when they go into slaying utterly old and young, maids and little children. You doing that for Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, despite how you feel. Look at Abraham. Abraham was about to kill Isaac. Yeah. Abraham was about to kill Isaac. He didn't fucking want to do it.
Right, that was his son.
But when Yahweh give that order out, who the fuck are you to say no?
Right, you gonna say no to?
They'll kill both of y'all. Now what?
Con.
Who are you to say no?
Right.
So when Yahweh sending that order out, you got to get it done to appease him that sent you. Okay? It's just that simple.
I wish y'all could see this right now. You got two heathens. It's raining hard as hell. Cold, about 35 degrees. These motherfuckers got on shorts. No jacket, no nothing. Stupid.
But it says, no man that warreth entangle himself with the affairs of his life. And that's the difference between us. I mean, really, what it boils down to, the women are not at war. Because like you were saying, bro, like me personally, when I came into the truth, I basically jumped direct. As soon as I learned the truth, I basically jumped directly on the line. I never really sat back and watched camp, or I never really seen camp from the other side. I jumped right into it, really. So like the brother said, and I heard other brothers say it too, like the brother Yukonin in the Trumpet and Philly camp, he said, and he said it too, it's a whole different feeling when you come out here. When you come out here, it's a whole nother ball game now. It's a whole nother ball game. And the women, they don't come out here, so they can't really experience that.
Right.
So that's why they don't really feel the hatred like how we feel it. We see people flaring their face up at us. They want to fight. They calling the cops as soon as they want to fight us. They looking at us
spitting out the window,
calling us names. Y'all niggas ain't shit.
Right.
When you actually on the line in the trenches, there's the women they don't feel that vibration.
Right.
They don't really feel that vibration. Right. So they not really at war like how we are. So they can't really feel it.
Right.
And this is why you shouldn't want to be a part of this world. It's because you see the ugly of people. You see how much they hate Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. And if they hate him, they hate us. And if they hate us, they hate him. And why would you want to be a part of somebody who don't even like Big Bro?
Right.
If you don't fuck with him, I don't fuck with you.
I don't fuck with you, exactly.
Like we just brought it out. I count your enemies my enemies.
Right.
What's up? Where they at?
Right.
And I said the women they just can't get it because they're not out here.
Right.
They don't feel that energy. Right. Like the brother said, it's a whole other ball game when you come out here. Everything changes up. You start looking at people different now.
You're looking at people different, and you realize that everyone actually is looking at you different. You know, what you guys don't see is on the other side of this camera, there's two restaurants. Now the restaurants got windows that are pretty big that you can see out. Every time we look over there, all you see is the Edomite male.
Angry.
All they doing angry, looking at us all fucking day because they know we taking their kingdom down, man. We knocking down the strongholds, man. So when you on the other side now, you like, damn. You know, when you come out here, you like, yo, somebody could really pluck me off. You know? But we don't think like that because we believe on Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Point blank. So if I'm doing the work of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua and I'm pleasing him, why would he put me in a situation like that?
So that's how you know. That's how you got to look at it.
Right. Why would I even think that way?
I got a scripture on that. This is Hebrews 11:6. But without faith, it is impossible to please him.
Right.
For he that cometh to Yahweh must believe that he is.
Right.
And when you believe that he is, that means he exists. He's the controller of everything.
Right.
If you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, why would he do this to you?
Right. And didn't he say that? Has he ever?
Yeah, come.
I can't remember the scripture.
I got it right here.
Has he ever let someone down that believed on him? Come on, man.
You can check my record.
Yeah,
bro.
I'm about to say exactly. Check my history,
credit.
man. Check it. I'm good. I'm good for mine.
This is Ecclesiastes 2:10. Look at the generations of old and see. Did any ever trust in Yahweh and was confounded? Or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken? Or whom did he ever despise that called upon him? Like you in a situation, you like Yahweh Shemi Shah, please, and you mean that shit.
Right.
And you like, man, fuck out of here.
Right.
guys.
Like he looking exactly like he just gonna be like, man, fuck you. Nah, if you doing the work, if he love you, you out here sacrificing, not just on the weekend, but you studying. You know what I'm saying? You like I said, you stand on your watchtower. Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai is not gonna let you down. And I'm a testament to that, man. And I know this brother here, he can attest to that too. You know, there's literally, I drive a truck, man, 18-wheeler. There's literally been times, and I don't even know if I told you this. I've been in situations where my truck will mess up, or like I'll be in a ditch, and out of nowhere I'll get through the situation, but something will show me that Yahweh Shemi Yahweh Shai was in it.
He brought you out there.
I never forget. I had a day to where my truck got stuck in this ditch, and it was like before that it was like 3 previous days where I was just going through it. Like shit just kept happening. I'm just like, bro, I'm losing it. But long story short, I had to call to get the truck out of the ditch. It was cutting off this whole literally street. So you had people with their phones. They was pissed at me. But I never forget. The tow truck came, and when he backed in, he had this big ass license plate, and I think I still have the picture. The license plate had 144 on the license plate as he's backing in. I kid you not. I said, "Kawadi, how about you, how strong?" Like
that's wild.
It was so humbling, but it showed me because I was nervous. Like I actually had it was two Judite women. They literally came to my truck. They was like, "Oh my gosh." Like you're blocking up the road, not trying to help me. Didn't say nothing. Are you okay or nothing? And that shit, that's when another thing I was like, damn, like Eve's just a fucking bitch. But they're literally like, okay, so do you know how long it's gonna take you to get this out of the city? Kid you not. And I'm like, you know what? I really don't know, but just bear with me. I apologize. This and that. I got someone coming out, trying to be professional. Okay, but like I said, I'm just like, Lord, please get me through it, whatever. But he got me through it and he showed me, I'm with you, So the moral of that story was, if you're doing what Yahweh Shemi Yahweh Shai wants you to do, and you truly believe on him, he's not going to let you down, man. He's not going to let you down. If you show faith on him, that's how he wants to magnify his name in that sense, man. That's why during Jacob's trouble, why do you think we preach not to stock food? Not to store guns, okay? Not to come up with a plan for an underground bunker, because you're cutting off your future blessings. Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, he wants you to literally have complete faith on him.
That's why I don't understand why brothers buy guns.
It makes
what
no
are you
sense.
going to do with a gun?
It makes no sense.
You don't need to go hunting.
Makes no sense.
You got a store in every corner, bro. You ain't got to hunt for shit.
Nothing.
So what you got your gun for?
Nothing.
You got to have for protection.
Right. But
and that's when you got y'all. All right, let that gun protect
exactly.
you.
Con. That's the double-edged sword. So you believe on me, and I'm supposed to be your protection, but you got a gun for protection? Nah, you don't believe on me like you say you do.
Yeah.
So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna let you go from town to town with your little 9mm gun, okay, and get 10 fucking bullets. Let's see how far you get then. Since you want that to be your protection,
right?
Versus the man who literally, not only is he protected, now the Most High put a spirit upon him to where he's glowing. There's no doubt that he's the man of the Lord.
Your 9 gonna run out, bro.
You're not exactly now the man of the Lord. Now he going from town to town, but for some reason, he's always got food. He's always got protection. He'll be in the face of death and something that happened to where he escaped, because he showed his faith on Yahweh Shemi Yahweh Shai. So Yahweh Shemi Yahweh Shai, he's going to use every scenario that he puts him in and show him to magnify Yahweh Shem Yahushai's name.
Done.
That's how he does it, man.
Here it is. This is John 15:10. If ye keep my commandments, ye shall abide in my love, even as I have kept my Father's commandments and abide in his love. It says, these things have I spoken unto you, that my joy might remain in you, and that your joy might be full. And there it is right there. You keep the commandments. And as men, one of the things we're commanded to do is come out here, study, and labor. That was the commandment. And you don't just, and he says daily. So we gotta be laboring daily, whether it be studying or videos throughout the week or coming out. We gotta be doing these things daily. Ain't no days off in this truth.
Right.
You should say you can never do enough. Right. How can you take a day off if you can't do enough? That don't add up.
And then another, put it point blank period. How could you take a day off and you don't even have the kingdom yet?
Well, how can you take a day off when people are dying every day?
Exactly, when you're literally in hell.
And you're still oppressed.
Right. How the fuck could I take a day off? It don't make sense, man. But this world about to get a great humbling experience, man. And that's why in that day, it's going to be no more guessing. It's not going to be, oh, are the Hebrew Israelites real? Who's the men of the Lord? It's not going to be none of that. You're going to know it. You're going to know it because it's going to manifest. Everything that we said is going to manifest. Everything Yahweh Shem Yahushua said that will happen is going to happen. The Lord he's the ultimate man of his words, man.
This is Romans 8:35. Matter of fact, let me get this real quick. This is Psalms chapter 30. And 5. For his anger endureth but a moment, and his favor is life. Weeping may endure for the night, but joy cometh in the morning.
So you're going to go through certain things, and it's going to seem like that weeping that you're going through is a lot, But it's actually for a short time. Because in the morning, that morning being the actual kingdom, when our kingdom comes, that's it. That's the icing on the cake. That's the beginning of the beginning. Okay? That's the glory of our glories, man. That's literally what we were put here for. That's what we were woken up for, man. So when that happens, Esau done. Esau's done. Ammon's done. China, all these other nations, they're done. Okay? And that's why we come out here even more. That's why we rejoice even more. That's why we stay in the spirit even more. Because guess what? We see the ending. So why would we drop out when we see the ending? And that's something I thank Yahweh Shem Yahushua for, at least, for waking me up during this time. Like, damn, I couldn't have been woke and just fucking got a missile, with my name on it. But he actually woke me up right before it happened. Like, bro, thank you. Like, I truly,
you still could see the missile.
Right.
But now you got a fighting chance.
Right. Hey, thank you. Now I got some type of chance. It's not going to be a thing when I see a missile in the air. Like,
you ain't got no chance then.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, I at least know that these things are going to happen. So, I'm going to try to make my election sure.
You're going to be out here. There's a lot of people out here doing the Sarah Connor.
Right. I actually got that clip on my phone. I think I'm going to do a video titled that. Don't get Sarah Connor.
Yeah, don't
get Sarah Connor.
They want to do the stinky leg.
Right.
They want to do the flaws.
Right.
Well, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, he got a new dance coming out.
Right.
It's called the Sarah Connor.
Sarah Connor.
It's gonna be a lot of Jakes is gonna get.
Right.
They're gonna like that beat.
Right.
They're gonna be doing it. They're gonna be dancing to that.
Nah.
The Sarah Connor. Watch. This is
it's gonna be flames.
This is Isaiah 30 and 20. And though Yahweh giveth you the bread of adversity and the water of affliction, Yet shall not thy teachers be removed into a corner anymore, but thy eyes shall see thy teacher.
Right. So just because we go through certain things, you stay diligent, you stay focused, and we also are going to actually have the blessing to actually see our teachers, okay? To actually see those who were sanctioned through Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. And those will be the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, predominantly, So we can actually say if we're dealing with something in the spirit and we don't know how to kind of combat, something that's going on with us, we can actually go to an elder, okay? If I have something that's on my mind that I say, you know what, I think Brother McQuarrie, he's probably a little bit stronger than this, so let me tell him what's going on and maybe he can help me out. I actually have a brother to lean on,
Matter of fact, it's funny you said that is because there had been a specific time, like this was probably the first year I was in the truth, and I was probably like 9 months in, and 9-10 months in, and this was the biggest demon I ever went through. And the funny part about it is, when I was going through this, I didn't have any brothers around me, so I had to do what you're not supposed to do, lean on your own understanding. So I put one of those, and I got into the biggest predicament that I didn't want to get into. But now, in hindsight, looking back, if I had a person to talk to,
right,
I could, a brother to talk to, that could have been avoided. Right. But that's the whole thing. And the Satan, he looks to divide you, right, get you the clothes off your ear,
right,
or get you to counsel with your woman. That's another thing you don't want to do.
Nah, you never want to. And then, hey, look, how they say it in the world, you don't want to pillow talk. You don't pillow talk with your woman. She don't like it. She may say she do, but it don't do nothing. That does nothing for the family, so to speak. So you don't, like he said, like the brother said, you don't counsel, especially with this, this understanding. You don't counsel with your woman over those type of things. You want to go to another brother, someone who kind of has experience in the spirit and kind of dealing with certain things, and you counsel with him.
Because the women, they're the weaker vessel. So Satan can easily get on them and be like, right, yeah, do this.
Right.
Yeah, that do sound good. Do that. You're right, babe.
Right.
You're right.
Or, once again, them being a weaker vessel, you could tell her something that's actually dear to you, that you opened up to her about. A month go by, maybe a couple weeks. She could use that against you. Mm-hmm. Her being that weaker vessel, Satan going to use that to attack you. So now she throwing something in your face, and you're like, damn, I told you that out of confidence.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
It don't necessarily got to be her.
Right.
She's being possessed by a demon.
Exactly, and that's another thing.
She's being used.
We don't take things personal, and that's the beauty of it. We don't take things personal with our women anymore. I just don't, and I know that this brother's the same way, because we understand that Yahweh Ratazar, we're the men of the Lord, but us, believing that we understand that Satan's going to use people around us, especially our women, man.
Here it is. Because Satan hopped on Job's wife, and Job was caught off guard.
Job was like,
watch this. This is Job 2, and I'm going to start at 7. It says, so when Satan forth from the presence of Yahweh, and smote Job with sore boils, from the sole of his foot unto his crown, and he took him a posture of scrap himself with all, and he sat down among the ashes. So basically, Job, that was the thing our people did to mourn. So Job went down and covered himself in ashes. And it says, then said his wife unto him, dost thou still retain thine integrity? Curse God and die. Then he said unto her, thou speakest as one of the foolish women speaking. So Job was caught off guard. He's like, hold on, bro.
Yeah.
You sound like one of these crazy bitches out here. What are you talking about? They caught him off guard. Like, yo, why are you talking like this? You know better.
Right.
Why are you talking like this? And look at Peter. When Peter, Yahweh Shai told his disciples, like, yo, I'm going to be delivered and killed. And Peter's like, no,
hell no.
You ain't being killed. Nothing. What you talking about?
My Lord.
And then Yahweh Shai said, man, get behind me, Satan.
Right.
So Satan can really get on anybody, but it's more susceptible to women. Like I said, Job was caught off guard when it hopped on his. He was like, "Whoa, what are you talking about?"
Right. And when you start talking like that,
right? What are you talking about?
Right.
So Satan, he can get on anybody, but it's more sort of women because they're the weaker vessel. That's what the scripture said.
The woman she's gonna stay in an emotional space. So whenever you stay in an emotional space, you always gonna go off of your emotions, you know. So that's why Satan uses them, the weaker vessel, to attack us, because they know we 9 times out of 10 are gonna use logic in any situation. The woman, she's gonna go off of how she feels in that moment.
More times than not.
Yeah, exactly. Not saying that all women are like that, but more times than not. She's gonna go with how she feels in that moment. She's not gonna weigh the situation from this aspect and this aspect and then kind of come. No, she's not gonna be logical.
You can have a girl. She get angry with her man. Call the cops. Yeah, lock him up. He in jail. She calmed down. I'm sorry, babe. I didn't really mean it.
Right.
How do you not think shit like that through?
Right. A man's not gonna think.
Right. He gonna weigh this shit out like.
Right. Should I do this? We got a kid. It's gonna complicate that. You know what? I'm gonna just step away. You know what I'm saying? Like he just gonna be like, you know what? You got it. A woman, you made me mad. All right, call the cops.
Keys car.
Then it clicks with her when he's going away in the damn cop car. Now she like, oh shit.
Who's gonna pay the bills now?
Right.
Who's gonna watch the kids?
That's why we say, women, just be quiet. We got, especially a man of the Lord, like. Just calm down, man. Let the man.
Hey, you a man of the Lord, man. Everything is pretty much.
Right.
There's nothing more you can ask for.
Right.
There's nothing more you can ask for.
They don't see it that way.
What more can you possibly need, bro?
Not yet, anyway. They don't see it that way yet. They want to do things the hard way. Our women, once again, the Judite woman, she wants to do things the hard way. So when Jacob's trouble come, and then there's no cops. That's when things are gonna
come.
That's when things are gonna
yeah, there can be no 911 to save these bitches out here.
Right.
Yeah, these women not gonna get no help from no 911. They gonna be calling up Simp Tyrone for help. He gonna come through. He just gonna get.
He gonna need help. Right. Yeah, exactly. He gonna need help. Simp Tyrone. He gonna be crying in that day. Mm-hmm. He gonna be grabbing his loins like a little bitch. So she gonna look at him like, damn, he's not the guy that I thought.
Right.
Oh shit. The men of the Lord. They the only ones that's chill. They the only ones that seem protected. Oh damn, he got more than one woman with. Oh my god, that's when everything gonna click with him, and that's when you gonna have. That's why our women, they gonna be humbled in that day.
Like I'm just trying to live.
Yep. Well, you gonna try to live, and I got about 20 other women that's trying to live too. So
he's here trying to live.
Look, you got 20 other of them trying to live too. So
everybody trying to live.
Yeah, you get in line. Get in line, and you die.
That's funny.
Point blank.
This is Romans 8:35. Who shall separate us from the love of Hamashiach? Shall tribulation or distress or persecution or famine or nakedness or peril or sword? As it is written, for thy sake we are killed all the day long. We are counted as sheep for the slaughter.
Right.
Nay, in all these things we are more than conquerors through him that loved us. For I am persuaded that neither death, nor life, nor angels, nor principalities, nor powers, nor things present, nor things to come, nor height, nor depth, nor any other creature shall be able to separate us from the love of Yahweh, which is in Hamashiach Yahushua our Lord.
Right.
And look at that part that said creature.
Right.
Who had to face that? Daniel, Samson. They was faced between animals and death, and they both praised Yahweh by Shemi Al-Shah. Daniel was in he was probably bitching in a cell, but he put everything on Yahweh by Shemi Al-Shah.
Right.
Exactly what we're supposed to do. It ain't wrong to Yahweh by Shemi Al-Shah didn't really give us a spirit of fear, but you're gonna be bitching to a degree if a lion is chasing you down.
Right. Like what the.
But at the end of the day, you're going to be putting your faith in Yahweh Bashim Al-Shah. Like, please, Yahweh Bashim Al-Shah, save me. Come. So you're going to have that thing for Yahweh Bashim Al-Shah. Like, you know what? I'm not going to forsake Yahweh Bashim. I'm going to put all my trust and faith unto him. And it says life or death. We're gonna be keep our faith in Yahweh Bashim Al-Shah, Lord willing. Because look at Peter. He was face down with life and death, and he kind of bitched up a little bit. And because he denied Yahweh Shai, because they was going to hang him up with Yahweh Shai. They was like, yo, that's one of the bulls right there that was following with him. He was like, no, I don't know that fucking dude.
Right.
I don't know that fucking dude. I don't know that fucking dude.
Right.
I ain't never seen him before.
Don't know him, nope, not me. Who? Yeah, no, never, no, I don't know him.
Yeah,
That's Peter.
Yeah, I'm heading up.
Right, right. Look, I'm gonna head out. Look, I'm gonna head out, y'all. I don't know that dude, so.
But that's why you gotta pray that you stay in the spirit. Yahweh Shem Shai, he keep that spirit on you to stay bold. Because the scripture said that even the mighty in that day are going to cry bitterly. So you can lose the spirit of that toughness, and then you can lose that integrity,
right.
And all of a sudden you taking a chip now.
Right.
All of a sudden you hungry on the road and you eating pork.
Right.
Matter of fact, Yahweh Shem Shai might just to test you, put you on the road.
God.
You eat in 7 days and you run into some pork. You gonna eat it or keep your integrity?
Right. My father told me not to do it, so I'm not gonna do it.
You can eat the pork and you walk down a block and you see all these lawful foods. You like, oh my God.
Right.
Now you gotta die.
Right.
Cause Jacob's trouble, it ain't practice. That's real life now.
God.
Right now, this is where we
practice.
make mistakes.
Right.
This is the practice. This is where you get perfect.
Right.
Okay? But you make mistakes in Jacob's trouble.
That's your life.
Yeah, that's your life.
Okay.
This is the time to get out the kinks in the armor.
Right.
This is like the regular season.
This is I'm about to con. Exactly. This is exactly what it is. This is the regular season, and then when Jacob's trouble, pop off, it ain't no more time for rehearsing. It ain't no more time to store up, your faith, stock up on faith, because you're gonna have to go with what you got.
Con. But this is Judges. Chapter 5 and 11. It says, they that are delivered from the noise of the archers and the place of drawing water, there shall they rehearse the righteous acts of Yahweh. Now, the noise of the archers is going into the missiles. Okay, those are the missiles going to touch down. And the place of drawing waters is obviously talking about America, because drawing waters is going into servitude.
Right.
Because back then you would have servants go to the well or whatever, and they would what? Draw the water up. Okay, they would go and draw the water. They would send the women or the servants or the handmaids. If you wasn't rich, you would send your daughter or your wife to go get the water. A man wouldn't really be going, unless he was a servant, a man wouldn't be drawing water. So the place of drawing water is talking about America, because America is the spiritual Egypt. And Egypt was known for slaves. And this is what America is all for: slaves, employment, servitude. So America is a place of drawing waters. And it's everybody who's saved from the noise of the archers, those missiles, are going to be the same people who are rehearsing the righteous acts. And what does rehearse mean? To practice, to get right. You get a script for a play, what are you doing? You rehearse it. You rehearse, you try to get perfect. You try to get better at it. But you got a lot of jakes in the shoot, bro. They out here like Iverson. Practice?
Right.
Practice?
I see Saturday, dog.
You're right.
I see Saturday,
He
bro.
talking about practice.
Right. I got Monday through Friday. I got stuff to do, man. I see Saturday.
Practice?
Right.
Hold on. Not camp. You
Not
talking about
camp.
practice.
Not videos.
Right.
You talking about practice. I'm good.
I'm a prophet of the
I'm
Lord.
a prophet of the Lord. He got me.
Yo.
He know my heart.
Hell yeah. But that's how they are. These are going to be the same people who are going to be destroyed.
Yep. That's why we preach. You want to make your election sure, man. You want to do the right things constantly.
Come.
That goes into that integrity.
Come.
If we were taught to be on the highways and byways, to feed the sheep throughout the week, to constantly stay diligent in the spirit, then guess what? That's what we're gonna do. Not gonna make excuses. We're gonna gird up our loins and do what we gotta do, man.
You think now we love to do this work. We don't mind doing this work, right. But you think we want to come out in the cold and the rain?
Right.
if we could choose, obviously we would stay on the fucking couch.
Right.
But it's our duty. If we don't fucking do it, who will?
Exactly.
Who's going to rise up for me for evil? If we weren't here, if we was not here,
right now,
there's nobody else out here
that would even speak the name of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. Just think about that. Like, his name is actually being spoke right now between us two. But guess what? If we weren't out here, no one else would say anything.
I don't give a fuck.
They wouldn't give a fuck.
So just by knowing, it's just our post. We gotta do it. We gotta hold our post.
Right.
And if you can't hold your post, you a nigga.
Right.
You a piece of shit, and you deserve to die.
Right.
If you don't want to stand up for Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai,
right.
If you don't want to stand up for your people, you're nothing but a piece of shit, and you gotta die.
And that's what pisses me off the most, because our power is literally looks like us, dog. So why wouldn't you stand up for him, man? That's what pisses me off.
Forget about that.
Jake.
We're being fucking persecuted every day.
Right.
The disrespect we get. Remember the Edomite? You asked me when you wanted to take the John down.
Con.
Yo, I probably would have smacked the shit out the boy.
He said, why would I want to take it down? He said, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing the work. I'm hiring someone to do the work for me. I'm like, all right, you fucking dick.
Yo, the way they talk to us, bro, they would not do it without 911. It's not going down. They would not, without 911, the disrespect that go on is not going down. I can promise you that.
Yeah, I say that, man. I say that all the time. Like, boy, if y'all didn't, oh boy, I'd be giving out backhands like it's nothing.
Smack every fucking
right.
But this is Matthew 24:13. But he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved.
That's right.
So that's the whole blueprint. Even though everything we go through, all the cold, the hot, the disrespect, being looked down upon, all these things.
Even the highs and lows. You know, and
even highs and lows.
We do not let that get to us. We have a mission, and we're going to do whatever we got to do to complete that mission, man.
Even if it takes our lives to do it. That's why I just read it and said, you got to even want to forsake your own life.
Right.
He said, if you even love your life more than me, you ain't worthy of this.
Right.
And I don't love my life more than Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. If I was faced between my integrity and death, I'm choosing death, Lord willing.
Right.
Lord willing. Because like I said, Yahweh can take that spirit off you.
Right.
Like Peter was telling you, Peter was telling Yahweh Shai, I'm gonna put that there. Peter was telling Yahweh Shai, I would never deny you.
Right.
And he denied him. So we can't have the mindset like, man,
I would never do that.
Yeah, I ain't gonna never do that. I'll never deny him.
No, you ask him, the Lord, please don't.
Yeah, please keep the spirit on me to keep the same energy.
Because you don't know what Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai can throw at you.
Like Peter,
right?
He denied Yahweh Shai.
He swore he wasn't like, I'm not going to deny you.
He said ready to die for this. What are you talking about?
Right, and deny him.
And we got that same energy right now. We ready to die for this.
Right.
So, Lord willing, we can keep this spirit. So you don't really want to say, man, I ain't gonna never do this, I ain't gonna never do that. When that day come, I'm gonna be doing this and I'm gonna be doing that. Like, you gotta pray that you keep that same spirit to do that.
Right.
But with that, we want to give all honor and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Hashem, Rakal Kadash.
And double honor to the apostles and elders, which are a great millstone to labor in its truth and sincerity. And the brothers out there putting videos up week in and week out and putting their lives on the line and feeding the sheep. Adawan Ratazah Thumb, your call. Shalom.
Shalom. Wa Abad Babal.